Hello, students. Today I'm going to explain a very beautiful poem that is a tiger in the zoo. Before starting poem, I would request from you people to subscribe this channel so that would encourage me to make more videos. So without getting any delay, we are going to start. He stalks in a vivid style the few steps of his case. Stalks means what walking slowly. He stalks in a vivid style. Vivid means what clear. Stripe means what you can see the line on the tiger. So the very first line he says, the tiger he is walking very slowly and his stripes that's clearly visible. The few steps of his cage and he start walking from his cage on pad of velvet quiet. The claws they looks like what velvet in color. So he walks very slowly in his quiet rage, but it seems that he looks very angry, but he cannot do because he is helpless. Now he is surrounded by the concrete cell. In the second stanza, he should be lurking in the shadow. Now the poet imagine that what the same tiger he should be in the jungle and he should be hiding himself in the in the shadow, sliding through the long grass, and he should hide himself in the long grasses for hunting near the water hole. So he would be standing near the water hole where plump deer pass because he is waiting and he wants to hunt those plump deer. Plump means what? Fatty deers. Deer, not deer. Sorry. He should be snarling around the houses. Now the poet again imagining that about the tiger, he's shouting. He's shouting, he's roaring rather around the houses at the jungle edge. And at the corner of the jungle, he start roaring around the villages, barring barring his white fangs, his claws. And now when he start roaring, he shows his long white teeth, his claws as well, terrorizing the village. In this way, what he is trying to terrorize all the villagers, but he is locked in the concrete cell. But now he is locked in the concrete cell, he is helpless. His strength behind the bar and all the strength, that is what limited by the concrete wall, because he cannot show his strength. If he would be out of the this concrete cell and he would be in the forest, so he would show his power and everything, stalking the length of his case. Now what happened again, he is walking very slowly in that case, ignoring the visitor. And now he is ignoring many visitors, those who are watching him. He hears the last voice at night. Now again, the poet is imagining that tiger in the forest, and she says that he hears the last voice at night. Now what happened? He's hearing the sound of patrolling cars, the patrolling cars, and stare with his brilliant eyes. And now what happened? He start looking attentively towards the sky, brilliant eyes, with his brilliant eyes and the brilliant star. And the what you can see that when he start looking up, he gets the word billion stars, means what all the stars they were shining brightly. Now I'm going to talk about the poetic devices. First, rhyming scheme. The rhyming scheme of this poem is A B C B. How you can see, you can check stripes case they are not matching, so we can call them A B. And quiet and raise, they are also not matching, but case and raise they are matching same, so we can consider them B. So the rhyming scheme of this poem is A B C B. Now we are going to talk about poetic devices. Another device, like uh, the poet has compared tiger with the, means what he has written, he means what he is giving all the features of human being, and the poet is using he, so we can say what he you will consider as a personification. And you can see many times he has used the word s, stocks, steps. So when you are repeating the same letters, that is called alliteration. So I think this will help you a lot in the examination to get a good marks. Thank you and have a nice day.